Hi everyone, I'm making a video in front of the lake because it was so beautiful and there are people nearby and I can't believe I'm doing this. But anyway, I'm going to walk away in a second, but just wanted to show you this is winter in Vermont and this is my co-working space. So you can quickly see it. Anyway, people are outside. Couple things. One is, have you been tracking beauty in the last week? I have
Resuming
been
workout.
doing it, and I notice that there is a lot of good coming out of that. I'm going to try to walk to a booth so you can look at my co-working space while I'm walking. Okay, so beauty.
Pausing workout.
Hopefully got you primed for looking at something I want you to think about this week. So, okay, so see? Anyway, that was weird, and thanks if you're still watching at this point. I started to talk, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll end it, or maybe I'll just start over. There was a guy sitting kind of not too far away, but anyway, he zeroed right in on me. He was giving me a look. So anyway, here I am in this little booth. That is just the cutest little thing, unless you're claustrophobic. Okay, so we've been working on beauty in the last week. 5 beautiful things I asked you to find every single day. And when I'm here, it's easy to find 5 beautiful things for sure. All I have to do is look out the window to see lots of them. Anyway, so that was it. I wonder how you're doing. Have you been doing it? Have you been paying attention? Did you write them down? What have you been doing? You can start today if you didn't. If you need to look at last week's blog post, take a look at that and see what you missed. Going into this week, it may be really important to keep that going because the challenge I'm giving you this week is to cut down on the amount of information that you are allowing into your head. Like, I feel like I'm doing this with my hands. If I could have 2 hands free, I would do like take some stuff out. There's too much. We're allowing all this stuff to come into our heads. So there's stuff coming into our heads all the time that we do not control. News that comes across, people tell us things. We see TVs, we see things on screens that we're not necessarily trying to see, right? We go to Google, try to look something up, and we see 10 other things. Or you go to post something on social media, and the thing that pops right up in your face is all consuming. And you start to look at that, and that leads to something else, and then something else, and oh my gosh. It is just all too much. I don't know how else to say it. It's all too much. So we need to really start looking at this. I've started noticing too much overload. It drags you. It incapacitates you. You're not going to be optimal. You're not going to think clearly. You're going to be cranky, possibly, because a person can only take so much. So my challenge for you is to cut down on some of the input this week. How will you cut down? What do you spend most of your time on? Start there. You don't have to go cold turkey on everything, although you can if you want to. Some of you I know have that personality. I'm kind of that way. But do what makes sense just to make some progress. Like, lessen the load a little, double down on beauty. Maybe you're going to find 10 things a day this week that you find beautiful. And remember, it's what you find beautiful. Okay, so thanks for hanging with the beginning of this weird video. The last thing I'm going to say is my PSA. See that right there? Pre-cancerous. Not cancerous yet, but pre. So I got the little freezy this morning, and it just reminded me I wanted to say, make sure to get your skin checked. I was really bad in high school about putting sunscreen on if I was out all day long. And for some reason, at track practice, every single day I had the old Coppertone bottle out and I slathered myself after school. But whenever we had long track practices or meets, things that went all day, I would get the worst sunburns. And when I was younger too, somehow I got really bad sunburns, and my dad used to put vinegar on us. So I don't know if that was good or not good, but anyway, I obviously have some skin damage because since I've gotten older, I'm not a big sun sitter. If I sit in the sun, I get burned. So I use a lot of lotion, and I always have. So these things are likely from childhood. Anyway, get your skin checked, get a full skin check, go see your dermatologist, really important. Or use this message as a reminder to get whatever test or appointment or whatever it is that you need done. Go get it done and take care of yourself, okay? Gonna take care of your brain this week by lightening the load just for 1 week. Like, tell your brain, this is just for the week, because your brain is not gonna like it. Whenever we try to do something different, our brain tells us things that make us not want to do it differently. So just know, like, if that's happening, then you're on the right track. Okay? High five to you. I will see you next week, and I will be at the beach. So talk to you from the beach. Bye.